Hi students, welcome to accountancy first year class. All these days we were learning about commerce. In commerce, what are the things we have learnt is what is business, what is industry, what is commerce, okay, how many types of business we can start, how do we get finance, what are multinational companies, what is e-business, what is e-commerce, etc. We have learnt all theoretical part. So ultimately you know that whatever the business activity you carry out, okay, whether you are engaged in trade or whether you are engaged in aids to trade like banking, insurance, transportation, or you are manufacturing goods, okay, in the industry sector, the main purpose, the goal, the objective of any business activity is to earn profit. Now the question is, many of you might have got the doubt that how do we calculate profit? Okay, for example, you take in this college, we do so many activities. So we take the admissions, okay, we collect the fees from students, we appoint lecturers, we will pay them salaries, we pay the building rent, we pay electricity bill, we pay water bill, we pay IMS, wages, everything, many things. We pay money to government, we pay money to board of intermediate. Okay, after all this, why we are doing this, ma'am? Why we are taking this much risk? To earn profit only, no? Any private organization, whether it is a college or school or a medical shop or a hotel or a very big company, everyone would like to earn profit. So every owner of the business at the end of the period, maybe after 6 months or 1 year, he would like to know what is the result of the business operations. The result of the business operations is either profit or loss. We cannot say that 100% always we earn a profit. Sometimes we may incur losses also. Okay. Like you see, throughout the year you will study. Okay. You attend the classes, you will study. So at the end of the academic year, what you do? You will give the final exam. Okay. Annual examination you will write. In the meantime, you may be writing so many quarterly unit tests and etc. etc. But exactly what does matter is the final examination. So we measure the performance of the students based on the final marks, whatever you get in board marks. So by that, your parents and we will assess your performance. Similarly, every business organization, as part of, as a process of their activities, they involve in so many transactions. They purchase the raw material, they produce the goods, they sell, they pay salaries to employees, okay. All these activities are done. Ultimately, one fine day, we would like to find out the profit or loss, okay. Whether we have earned profit or incurred loss, that result we have to find out. Like after writing the examination, you would like to know your result, pass or fail, what percentage of marks you got. Similarly, in a business organization, whether it is small or big, every owner of the business organization would like to know the profit or loss. That is called result of business operations. Like after writing the examination, the result is pass or fail. The result of the business operations is profit or loss. Anything may come. So if profit comes, what amount of profit we have got? If loss arises, what is the amount of loss we have to assess? So here, in this subject accountancy, we are going to learn those techniques. Okay. Already you might have gone through some lessons in your YouTube about journal or say some ledger, some cash book, that might have already done. But exactly what that is done, why that is done, okay, why we are recording ledgers, why we are recording cash book, why we are recording subsidiary books, there is some purpose. The purpose is to find out profit or loss. Okay. How you have to find out? How do you remember all these transactions? So, the subject Accountancy, one means first year, two means second year. Okay. This accountancy is going to teach you the techniques of, the methods of, the formulas of recording all these business transactions. There is a system. Clear? You can, accountancy is not like writing the sentences. Okay, for example, some student, some Lakshmi paid 5,000 rupees to college fees. Okay, so we cannot write fees received from Lakshmi 5,000 rupees like that sentence, we cannot write. If sentence is written, it becomes normal English. Salary paid to lecturers 10,000 rupees or 1 lakh rupees, whatever the amount may be. Salaries paid rupees 1 lakh. That sentence we cannot write. If you write the sentence, it is not called as accountancy. Accountancy has got its own system. Okay. Every transaction is to be recorded in the books of accounts in the form of journal entries. What is journal, how entry is recorded, that we will discuss later. So now, why do we require accountancy? Why some recording is done? That is the main question. Why accountancy is required? What is its importance? Try to understand. Suppose on a particular day, as say you are coming to college for writing the exams, if you are given 100 rupees by your parents in the morning while coming to the college, in the evening, if your parents ask you about your expenditure, what have you done with that 100 rupees? So you will give the clear picture, like that out of 100 rupees, you paid around 60 rupees for auto, maybe 10 or 15 rupees for books, some 10 rupees for refreshments, and some 10 rupees is balance left. Like that, you can give the clear picture of 100 rupees, how you have spent that 100 rupees and what is the money left with you. You can give the clear details to your parents. Imagine you are given 5,000 rupees. You are given 5,000 rupees on a particular day. After 6 months, your parents have asked you, "Beta, what have you done with that 5,000 rupees?" Can you give the clear picture as you did for 100 rupees? 100 रुपये का हिसाब जैसा आप बताए थे, 5,000 रुपये का हिसाब 6 महीने के बाद आप उतना क्लैरिटी से बता सकते? Clearly no. Because this 5,000 rupees, with the amount of 5,000 rupees in the duration of 6 months, you might have done so many transactions. Try to understand the two examples. First case, only 100 rupees. There are only 3 or 4 transactions. One is paid for auto, purchasing some stationery items, taking refreshments. Okay, that's all. But with 5,000 rupees in your hands for a time of 6 months, you might have done so many transactions, like number of times you have purchased stationery, more number of times you have visited college and your relatives' house. Okay, more number of times you might have visited bakery or you have purchased different types of stationery. You might have taken some, okay, cosmetics, you might have taken some dress, you might have taken some footwear. So, as you know that human memory is limited, you cannot remember all these transactions. So, out of 5,000, if your parents ask you about the details, you may remember and you can disclose only few transactions. And remaining you say that, no, I don't have any idea, might have done, I might have gone, like that. You will be giving the doubtful picture, but not the real clear picture. Now what happens? See, at the individual level, it is your money and you are giving account to your parents. Even if you don't give the clear details also, it doesn't matter. But remember, in a business organization, where we spend some lakhs of rupees, crores of rupees, and you don't remember what happened in the organization, what is the amount of fees you have received, what are the salaries you have paid, what is the amount you have paid towards electricity bill. If you don't remember all these things, how can you calculate profit or loss? Okay, so that is why what we require. How can you remember Human memory is limited, as you cannot remember more number of transactions. What is the remedy? How can you give the clear picture to the authorities, to the required people? Very simple, record. Suppose 5,000 rupees, if your parents are very strict and they will ask, if you know that, simply you take a notebook, every day date wise, you write down what you have done. How much amount you have paid for auto, how much amount you have paid for refreshments, how much amount you have paid for stationery on different dates. You remember and you show that document, you show that notes to your parents and you can give clear picture. See, very simple. When you have got the threat of forgetting, simply what you can do? Go for recording. Okay, take some book, write down the transactions, what happened in your business organization or what happened to you. Okay, how you have spent that money, you write down date wise. That's enough, that will give you the solution. Whenever, whoever, wherever they ask you what is happening, you show the document. That will act as a proof. Clear one. So simply, accounting is nothing but recording of business transactions. You should know how to record and how to find out the profit or loss. That we are going to learn with the help of accountancy. Clear? So in your school days, you have learnt profit or loss. Maybe in 8th class or 9th class when you are doing commercial mathematics, you are learning that profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. Do you remember this? Profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. Here also very simple. Profit is equal to the selling price will become our income. Okay. Cost price becomes expenditure. Okay. So for any business organization, how do you earn profit? Is income minus expenditure. Say for example, your income is 10 lakhs. Your expenditure is 8 lakhs. So 2 lakhs is your profit. That's it. But how do you know that your income is 10 lakhs? How do you know that your expenditure is 8 lakhs? How do you get income in your business? By doing the business activities. For a college, what is the income? Fees received from the students. What is the expenditure? All the expenses what we have paid to maintain the college. Like salaries of lecturers, building rent, electricity bill, internet bill, okay, all the charges of salaries of the employees, taxes paid, amounts paid towards board of intermediate, etc., etc., printing of books, stationery, all these things. So how do you know that? You have to record. If you don't record, you don't remember. You cannot say exactly I have received 10 lakhs. You cannot say exactly I have spent 8 lakhs. If this is reverse case, it is loss. Like in your school days, if cost price is more than the selling price, you are getting loss. I hope some of you remember. Okay. Loss is equal to CP minus SP you are doing. So here CP means expenditure, SP means income. So if your expenditure is more than the income, naturally you will get loss. That means if your management is not good and you do not have control over your expenditure, naturally your expenditure will be more and your business is not running well, your income will be less, you incur loss. So in order to calculate these things, you have to record the business transactions. So now, this accountancy has again two parts. One is bookkeeping, the second is accounting. Accountancy is again divided into two parts, bookkeeping and accounting. Okay, what is bookkeeping? It is the science and art of correctly recording It is the science and art of correctly recording. Highlight this point. Recording. Why should we record? If you don't record, you will forget. You can't find out this. If you have got proper record, okay, in your books. Then only you will find out what is exactly your income, what is your exactly expenditure. Then in the books of accounts, okay, in the books of account, all those business transactions that result in the transfer of money or money's worth. Okay, this definition is given by R.N. Carter. So he is a famous accountant who has given the definitions in accountancy for various topics. So R.N. Carter has given this definition. So bookkeeping deals with recording of business transactions in a systematic manner, correctly recording. If you record in a wrong manner, what happens? You will get wrong profit or loss. Like if you write the wrong answer, you will get less marks in the examination. Similarly, in the books of accounts, if you write the amounts wrong, you enter the accounts in a wrong manner, you cannot find out the real profit or loss. Clear? Now what is accounting? So here just we record. Only by recording we cannot find out the profit or loss. Some extra process is to be done. Okay, what is that process? That second part of accountancy is, after recording, the art of recording, then classifying. What do you mean by classifying? Separating according to the common characteristics. Like in class, what we are doing in a college, we are classifying the students based on the year, based on the group, MPC, BPC, CEC, MEC, first year, second year, like that we are separating. So here also the transactions are to be separated, classified. Cash transaction, credit transaction, income, expenditure, okay, like that we have to classify. Then summarize, then we have to club. Common items we have to club to find out the totals. Summarization means adding in a significant manner, that means in a proper manner, in terms of money transactions and events which in part at least of a financial character, and interpreting the results. What do you mean by interpreting? Interpretation means explaining to the users in a simple manner. If you write technical terminology, typical words, the accounting users may not understand. So to explain them, we have to convert these accounting figures into simple terms. That is also should be done by the accountant. Okay, in our next class, we will discuss about accounting process. This is very, very important. It is the foundation for accountancy. Why do we go for accounting? What exactly, when you learn accounting, what is your role? What you are going to do? If you become a chartered accountant, what is your role in a business organization? Suppose if I am the accountant of Sri Medhavi College, what I have to do? I have to do all these things. First of all, I have to record the business transactions. Then after recording, I have to classify, summarize. Then I have to interpret the results to the authorities. Then I prepare various statements and find out the profit or loss of the business organization. For every business organization, whether it is small or big, this process is required. Without this accounting, you cannot find out profit or loss. If you don't know profit or loss, it is waste doing the business, because every business owner will do the business to earn profit only. So at the end of the year, they would like to know what is the result of their business activities. So there the accounting is very much helpful. So here we have got so many techniques, we will be preparing so many books. Clear? How to record the business transactions, that we will learn in journal. So before that, we have got lot of theoretical foundation. I will be explaining all those terms and conditions. Clear?